Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit the like button, hit the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. They just got here yesterday and are trying to make you feel like a second-class citizen. Don't fall for the foolishness. We live in a time now where it seems like respect is not there where it's supposed to be. All right, you have people who don't want to respect others, but you have people who are demanding respect. So where do you find yourself? Where do you find a happy medium? How do you deal with such individuals? All right, when you have people who have this respect that they are pretty much going to force on you to give them, because what they do is they cause you to feel like you're the problem when you're not. People have various ways of making you feel like you're a problem when you're not. They try to make you feel unwanted. They try to make you feel like you don't belong. They try to make you feel like you don't fit in. Well, guess what? If you don't fit in, become a misfit. You belong, and that's a quote from Les Brown. All right, if you don't fit in, become a misfit. And what that means is, if you feel like you don't belong, you should, and you should ignore all feelings of unbelongingness, because who's to say whether somebody belongs or not? You don't belong any less than anybody else, but because of people, because of, and we're not, this isn't to blame anybody. This is just, it is what it is kind of thing. We don't look to place blame. We look to see how we could find solutions and solve problems. So we bring light to a lot of areas and a lot of issues that a lot of people may not feel comfortable discussing, because that's just who we are. All right, we discuss whatever we want. We talk about whatever we feel the need, whatever we need to address is going to get undressed. All right. So with that being said, all right, you have people who feel entitled today. There's nothing wrong with entitlement. You're entitled to feel how you want to feel. You're entitled to be what you want to be, successful. You're entitled to get as much success or wealth or health or good things that life has to offer. You're definitely entitled to that. But when it comes to how you want other people to perceive you, or when it comes to how you want other people to look at you, you're definitely not entitled to that. And some people may look on the reverse side and will say, don't you sound entitled? Or aren't you entitled? You feel that you should be catered to or treated a certain way. No, none of that. All we require is for you to just leave good people alone. Definitely leave, like that. That's the whole name of the game, is to leave good people alone and to have respect. But unfortunately, like, narcissists have this thing, and I could be wrong. Maybe it's me. Somebody put in the comments, educate Drew too. It seems like narcissists have this thing where it's like they all are on one accord when it comes to, you gotta get respect, you gotta give respect to get respect. I'm all for that. But when there's nothing to respect, what do you do? They don't give you anything to respect. They don't give you anything to respect. When people are outright, willingly, just blatantly going to disrespect you and treat you in a crazy way, and if you handle it in a way that feels normal to you, you could end up behind bars. Like, somebody gets in your way, the normal thing to do is push them or kick them or punch them in the face. That's the normal thing to do. Somebody's bullying you. When I was on the playground, and anybody ever tried to bully me, I ran them the hell over. I beat them down. And nobody messed with me. I didn't have anybody to play with, but nobody got in my way on the playground. when you got to become an adult and you start hearing, oh, you could this or you could that. I know there's people that's like, hey, I'll go to jail, throw away the key, this, that, and the other. Yo, if that's what you do, if that's what you're comfortable with, if that's your life, more power to you. Some people, that's what they don't mind doing. Other people, they like, hey, they just like that Lil Wayne verse. He said in Who Should It Be? That song, he was like, I love the smell of a female. I saw jellyfish and seashells. No further details. Some people really like the smell of a female, and I don't want to smell a female with another dude behind me. No offense to anybody going through what they're going through. That's just my personal thing. I don't want to, be holding on to some bars, looking at a shorty walk by, and be like, dang, girl, you look good. That's not Druuill style. All right, and don't make that your style either. Ain't nothing cool about jail. People that go will tell you. So when you get older, and instead of going to the principal's office, instead of getting disciplined, I think they even have police in middle schools now. So you fight in middle school or you fight in high school, like, you're getting arrested. Might even press charges on you today. They got all types of different rules you probably got to find out or research, or you wouldn't know unless you went to school today and you were a kid growing up in today's world. So in terms of dealing with these types of people who feel that they're entitled to just be able to treat you however they want, that's a bullying mindset. That's a bullying behavior. You have people who are being put on a pedestal. You have people who are being catered to. You have people who are on arrival being told that they're better than other people. You're better than these groups of people. You have people who think they're better than other people because, they're getting a bone thrown to them. You have people who are looked at as better, looked at as a group of having a higher status, and it really is because of appearance. It's really because of people's prejudice. It's because of people's ideas that really aren't too positive for humanity. A lot of people have a lot of racist tendencies and a lot of racist feelings toward other people, or just hatred in general. Maybe it's a race thing, maybe it's a hate thing, but you can tell when someone has something out for you. And I've just noticed there are groups of people who have recently just came into the picture. All right, we all know what I'm talking about. No need to single anybody out and make anybody feel uncomfortable, but the truth will be told, because the truth is the truth, regardless of whether anybody likes it or not. Truth shall crush the earth, but it shall rise again. I believe Winston Churchill said that. I could be wrong, but truth crushed the earth shall rise again. You could crush the truth, step on it, burn it, set it on fire, set it on fire. You could do whatever you want to the truth. Guess what? It's still, you could even knock the nose off the truth. You could even knock the nose off the truth, and guess what? The truth is still there. The cheeks of it, the ears of it, the head of it. You could tell by the skull structure what type of truth that is. All right? So with that being said, you have people who have just came into the picture, and because of the way things are already set up in society, they're jumping on the bandwagon. And when you really look at things from a historical point of view, that's why history is important. When you look at things from a historical point of view, you can analyze the stench, shout out to Bob Marley, and see it makes a lot of sense. You have people who really don't feel too positively about themselves, and they show that by how they interact with you. And you could tell that this person is dealing with self-hatred. You could tell that this person possibly may not love themselves as much as you when they look in the mirror. They might even wish they were you. It's deep. They might even wish they were you. They might be one of those people like that just want to take off your skin and put it on. They want you to have your face fall off so they can put it on. Sooner or soon, mark these words. They probably already have it now. That's what all this stuff is for. They're gonna have masks for people. You won't be able to put on. They already got the little thing where you can pull down over your face and walk in public and look like people. They don't have masks that look like people. People gonna actually be able to put a mask on and look like you. I promise you. I guarantee it. If they don't already have it, they're working on it now. People gonna be able to put on masks and walk around and look like other people. You got people doing it to rob banks, and some of these masks look legit. They look like real, actual faces. And if you remember the movie Little Nicky, they're going to do it online too, because they're already doing it. If you pay attention to what's called a deep fake, they did it with Obama, they did it with Donald Trump, they did it with Joe Biden, they did it with the Pope, they did it with Prince Harry, I'm sure, a whole bunch of people. They can get online. Basically, I think they may have to find a person that kind of looks like the person, like complexion, size, height, body type, but they could just put that person's face like whoop, over another person and digitally analyze that person's face over that person's body, and now you think you're actually talking to, or getting a message from this person, or they're just digitizing the whole thing, just digitizing it up. All right, so there are people that will just do things that are unnecessary, but they're getting more crafty with it. All right, they're getting more crafty with it. People that don't like you are going to be able to pretend to be you online. Thought I lost you? We going somewhere with this. People that don't like you are going to be able to pretend to be you in public. And what are you going to do? Hey, this person's going around pretending to be me. This person's wearing my face. They're going to have to create some type of law for that, but it's probably only going to be for people in positions of power, people who have a high status. They're not going to, and nobody on the street is going to care that somebody is in your neighborhood pretending to be you, making fun of you, and probably doing this to target you, or doing this to bully you for some way, somehow. But to stay on track and to not get too far into the future, all right, these people have a real issue with who they are. And I want you to know that it's not an issue with who you are. They think it is, but what they really have is an issue with themselves, and that's with anybody. That's why when people have a problem with you, you just should bless them and keep it moving. And when people have a problem with you, don't make it a problem for yourself, and don't think because someone has a problem with you, there's something wrong with you. Don't think because someone has a problem with you, there's something wrong with you. People can have a problem with you all day, all night. But it doesn't mean there's necessarily anything wrong with you. Doesn't mean you don't belong. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. When you have groups of people and you're dispersed, or you're singled out, or you're by yourself, you could feel like you don't belong. You see all the unity, you see them working together, you see them doing their thing, and nobody is hating on that. But the thing is, it's like they're going to make you see the fact that, yo, we're you. They're going to bully you because they got their little strength in numbers, and they could still think somebody's going to still end up regretting the fact that they did this, either from them pushing you to the edge. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge, and then you just turn into super nigga, and you going after everyone and everything and everything and everyone, all right, or super whatever you are. But people need, people just don't know. People just do not know. You do not. It's certain things that people just don't understand culturally. It's certain things that people don't understand historically, and it's going to end up biting them in the butt. It's going to end up biting them right in the butt. All right, it's going to end up biting them. Just take a big old chunk out. Take a big old chunk out of it, because it's going to end up backfiring on them. It's going to end up backfiring on them totally. Because the same people that you cursing is the ones you're supposed to be blessing. And you know what that do. You know how God responds to that. Anyone that curses you, they're going to get cursed. Anyone who blesses you, they're going to be blessed. Whoever curses you, they're going to be cursed. If you've done nothing to them, if you've done nothing to receive this treatment, they're going to be cursed. And them treating you like this, they already are cursed. All right, the devil has children. His children are running around this earth with his blood in their veins, with his blood in their flesh. And they show you, their behavior towards you shows you who they are. People of God do not act a certain way. There is just no evil in them at all. And God, there is only light. There is no darkness at all. We all have our own dark nights of the soul and things we have to work on within ourselves, but we're not taking it out on other people. Even if it's a situation to where we are, or if we did, we would work on it. We would correct it. We would fix it. We would make it better. All right, we're all divine creatures. Doesn't mean we're perfect, but we're divine. All right, human is a lower vibrational affirmation about yourself. So there's nothing wrong with stating that you're divine. It doesn't mean that you're perfect. Doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. You are accepting your divine one-ship, sonship with God. You're accepting your covenant, your own divine covenant with the Creator, that He has wellness for you, success for you, prosperity for you, good health, good fortune, good money, good everything. Fine cars, fine homes, luxurious clothes, whatever it is you desire. We each have a divine covenant, and it really is up to you. Nobody can tell you what God can do for you, or what He can't, or what you can't ask God for that. You can pray for, what does it say? Pray for anything and everything without ceasing. So and not to get too far into that, because I want to stay on subject here. You have individuals that want to mistreat you because of they feel they've worked themselves up to a certain level in this game. And that is okay. It's wonderful. Everybody clap it up for people that are working together. Clap it up for people who are displaying unity. Clap it up for people who are doing wonderful things for themselves. But you shouldn't be doing it to pick on and bully the already disenfranchised, because what that's going to do is going to end up backfiring on people. They don't understand. You're throwing a rock at Goku. You're messing with the main character of the show. You're messing with John Hancock. That's what they don't get. They about to unlock something in your DNA and make you turn up on a mug. They ain't gonna mess with you when you start floating and you flying above them, and all you gotta do is put your palm out and fire shoot out of planets lining up, different energies coming back to this earth. You got people waking up and realizing who they really are, putting the right foods in their bodies, getting the right amount of sunlight, eating fruits and vegetables, cutting out all that greasy, meaty food. And if you do eat some meat products, you're making sure that it's from the farmer's market, or as healthy as you could find a way to cook it. A lot of things can be fried with water. You ain't got to always fry things with grease. There's more than one ways to skin a cat. So when you're dealing with toxic people like this, there's more than one way to skin a cat. That's why I brought that up. All right. And plus, when you eat healthy, when you take care of your body, it makes you feel better, it makes you feel good, and your stress count is low. So you'll have more patience for dealing with these mugs. All right. And the audacity, you already know who they're getting this energy from. They coming at you with superior energy, and they the most least superior thing walking this earth. They are the least superior thing walking this earth. They're not that intelligent. They're not that smart. All they have been given is a leg up, and they're being catered to. That's it. There's nothing special about them. They're not better than you. There's nothing great about them at all. Are they great? Yes. But is there anything in them that makes them greater than you just because of who they are? Hell no. I can give credit when credit is due. I can give respect, but ain't no respect gonna be given when you over here trying to treat somebody like a second-class citizen. That's going to end up getting a lot of them into a lot of fights. That's going to end up getting them into a lot of issues and a lot of problems, or whatever else. Ain't nobody fighting today. Well, it's going to end up getting them into something. Whatever they got going on today, they real real idiotic. If nobody's fighting today and they still think they're gonna end up getting a rude awakening, man, it's a different type of spirit in the world today. It's a spirit of fed upness. It's a spirit of I've had enough. It's a spirit of we not doing this again. It's a spirit of we already got this from them. We think we're gonna let y'all do it to us? Hell no. Somebody gonna end up getting their stuff taken. You can have the whole business, whole everything set up. You want to set up, stop, drop, set them down, open up shop, shut them down, open up shop. We're going to end up shutting them down and opening up shop. So don't lose your mind over these types of people. Don't lose your mind over these things. Don't trip over their don't trip over their status. Don't trip over what they're able to do. Don't trip over anything they got going on. It does not matter. Who cares? How they're no different than anybody else. They're not better than you. They don't work harder than you. They're not smarter than you. They're not better than you. They're not greater than you just because of who they are and just because of what they're doing and what they're able to do. We're going to see who's the real great one. We're going to see. We are going to see who really is the greatest. We will see. I guarantee you they take a second seat. I guarantee you they take they take a second spot in line behind the original, behind the best of the best, behind the greatest. And this isn't to brag. This is just straight facts. This is what it is. This is what it was created to be. So you got to come back into the realization of who you are. And you got to step all over these ignorant people that don't want to respect you for who you are. You got to do something for yourself, to yourself, by yourself that'll force them to respect you. And if they don't, you're going to have things set up so much that whatever happens, you're going to be all right regardless. Okay, whatever. Let me go in my pocket real quick. Here you go. Bam! Here's a little bit more on top of that for your hospital bills. They think it's a game out here. They really do. They think it's a game out here. All right, but it's time to fight back in terms of becoming your greatest. Don't let them people outgrade you when they ain't got a great bone in their damn body. And I got so much love for people, man. I love to see people do their thing. I love to see people work together. I love to see people have things. But when it comes to you thinking you're going to mistreat somebody because you feel you're better than them, man, you really just don't know how much it took me to not say anything to you about yourself or to do anything extra. It takes a lot of willpower and a lot of patience and a lot of self-respect and couth to deal with these rejects, these wannabes. They think they the ones, they the twos, they the threes, they the fives, eights, nines. They are not the one. More like the zero. I wouldn't even give them zero because that number comes before one. Zero means new beginnings, new opportunities, a fresh start. I ain't gonna put them on. They can't have zero. They can't have zero. I'm gonna let the dude in Texas have that. But they got another thing coming, because you should always be studying. You should always be learning. You should always be stepping up your game, stepping up your knowledge, stepping up your information, learning how to deal with people, learning how to deal with cowards like this, learning how to deal with rejects like this. Because they're the ones that have the problem with you. And don't make it a problem because somebody else has a problem with you. Don't be tripping over people that don't like you. And a lot of people think it's like you're just tripping because they don't like you. That's not it. People that don't like you don't just not like you. They behave in a way that shows that they don't like you. They do things that'll make you want to put your hands on them. Hands, feet, shoulders, knees, and toes. If you don't like someone, you better stay out their way. Unless you wanna get physical with them or something. If they didn't have, man, if this was the 1920s, I guarantee you this would be different. If they didn't have cameras all around like they do today, things would be different. People would be getting hit upside the head with bricks and bottles, and possibly even worse. People, if this was the 1920s, people would be getting hit upside the head with bricks and bottles, and possibly worse. But what they did is they knew that it wasn't going to be fair. So they had to put these cameras out here because they knew that sooner or later things were going to change. People were going to start to wake up. People were going to start to not taking this stuff no more. The people before you might have took it. The people before them might have took it. Not because they wanted to, but just because it just was what it was. Not going to say they didn't fight back or stand up for themselves. They did. But it's a little different today. It's because it's been some time has passed. It's a little different today because people are losing all fear. People are losing all fear. People are realizing that they have nothing to lose. That's a very dangerous person. So don't look at it like you have nothing to lose, like you'll throw your life away. Look at it like you have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. By behaving properly, by behaving accordingly, by not hauling off and acting out on your natural instincts. You have to quell that. I know you want to snatch somebody up. I know you want to grab somebody up. I know you want to bang somebody up against something and let them know to never do that to you again. I know you want to do that, and I know they deserve that. But guess what? You can't. You have to find a positive way to get this out. You got to find a positive way to deal with this because they ain't worth it. You probably don't want to put your hands on them because they fucking stink. Excuse my language, but their attitude is garbage. Their attitude is trash. How dare you think you're going to treat me like this and you just got here yesterday? What is your problem? It has to be self-hate. And you know what it is? Wherever they're from, the people that, wherever they're from, they got some beef with they got beef with the people that where they're from because they're not the original people of where they're from. They're not the original people of where they're from. So when they come here and when they look at you, they have a problem with you because you remind them of the same people that they got hate towards back home. You remind them of what they're not, of what they wish they were. They wish they was you. They wish they could be you, but they can't be. They got to be themselves. They can't be you. And not to say they want to. Maybe who knows? Maybe they want to be themselves. But what is the point of the bullying? What's the point of you trying to? What's the point of you trying to flex your authority or whatever status or superiority you have just because you have it? They don't know that that's gonna get them punished by God. They don't know that they're cursed for that. They're drinking the wine of Babylon. And they're going to get drunk until a drunken stupor. And they're going to keep getting drunk until they get destroyed. They're going to drink until their ass get destroyed. And you're not going to treat God's people this way. You're not. And think you're going to get away with it. You're not. Your whole class of people will be destroyed. At least all the evil ones. Everybody evil getting taken out. It doesn't matter who you is. We just touching base on one particular evil in this video. The evil and the hatred of people that don't like themselves. They don't like themselves, and you can tell that they don't. They have an issue with who they are. And they want to be you. They want your style. They want the way you dress. They want everything but your stress. They want everything but your plight. They want everything but your oppression. Everybody want to be you until it's time to be you. And to keep it even more real, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. I said it. Oh well. Everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black. People want to dress like you. People want to act like you, walk like you, talk like you, but they don't want anything to do with the unfair treatment and the prejudice that you have to deal with. So much that they'll even join the bandwagon and show you some. Even though they just got here and don't know that they're not liked any better than you. But because they got a lighter complexion, the complexion for the connection to where they won't face any rejection, they think they actually got something going for them. But guess what? Guess what? God don't look at nobody any different. You're going to end up getting cursed just like the colonizer. You're going to end up getting destroyed just like the colonizer. It's coming to you. All right? So it is what it is. All you evil people out here that think you're better than somebody because of your skin color, because of your status, because of how you see other people being treated, and you want to jump on the bandwagon. You're digging an early grave for yourself. All right, you're digging your way out of heaven. All right, the how you treat people. There's a belief that however you treat people, if you treat them bad or however you treat people, you're going to have to come back and live the life of the people that you treated bad. You're going to have to live their life. Or you're going to have to live the life of a person that you're going to have to endure what you put other people through. So there's that belief. That's out there too. So it is what it is. This video may not be for everybody. And I really don't care if it is. I think there are a lot of people that could take something positive from this video. I touched about a lot of things based off my own experience. I am who I am. I'm not gonna change that for anybody. I'm not gonna cater to anybody's feelings or anything like that. If you feel uncomfortable when I make videos like this, I don't know what to tell you, because this is the truth. This is who I am, and this is what I experience. So if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. It's real. It happens. People experience it. People don't want to talk about it because it makes them feel uncomfortable. And I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to make some people feel uncomfortable because people hate to get called out on what they do. You're supposed to just shut up, take it, and just roll with it. Roll with the punches. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to be vocal about it. We're going to speak up about it. We're going to do what we can do about it. And if it keeps happening, don't complain. Don't be a complainer or a whiner. Yo, take action and go talk to somebody about it. If it keeps happening and it's bothering you to the point to where you can't take it anymore, go talk to somebody about it. Your freedom is more important. Have patience for your freedom. Have patience for your future. Don't throw your life away over some bum. Don't throw your life away over somebody that has no life, over somebody that all they can do is just be somebody's all they could do is just be somebody's play toy. That's really all they are, is they're just a play toy. The head people in charge, they don't want to play with you, but they'll play with them because they don't have to deal with you, and that's what they don't understand. The only reason they're dealing with them is so they don't have to deal with us. That's it. That's what they don't get. The whole reason behind them not wanting to deal with the whole reason why they'll deal with them is so they don't have to deal with us. And that's just the real aspect of it. They rather put them in that position because they see us working towards it. And they know that it's inevitable for us to not get there. We're going to get there. They cannot stop us at all. They can't. They wish they could try, but they cannot stop us. They can't. We're going to keep coming back better, bigger, stronger. All they're going to do is have their attitude. All they're going to do is have their hatred. All they're going to do is have their negativity. So don't push that person. I know you want to. I know this person is doing things on purpose. I know you want to shove them down the stairs. Don't. I know you want to snatch them up and bang their head against the door. Don't. I know you want to trip them and watch them fall and break it all. Don't. Because they're not worth it. Their playing with you is going to get them screwed. It's going to get them cursed. It's going to end up getting them hurt. God's going to end up having somebody else come do it. Just watch. God gonna have somebody else come do it. They might just get away with it. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. Don't forget to subscribe for more real content and real videos like this. Maybe I hurt your feelings, maybe I didn't. I don't care. All right, because there are people who are good people that are just a little tired of certain things, and somebody needs to have a voice. Somebody needs to speak up on it, and that's me. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.